CPAC kicked off with a bang in sunny Florida. The theme for this year's event is America Uncanceled, fighting back against big tech censorship and cancel culture. NTD's Melina Wisecup is on the ground at the event. Melina, what can you tell us about today's speakers?
Yes, Steph. So today we heard from a number of key speakers. That includes Senator Ted Cruz, who actually gave a pretty comical speech. Many attendees here told me they felt it was a hilarious speech that Ted Cruz gave. One of the main messages he was trying to get out there was that Donald Trump is not going anywhere. Also, we heard from Senator Josh Hawley, who actually took a more personal approach today, saying how the censorship and the cancel culture has really hit home for him, especially in the past 6 weeks. Another person we heard from was Charlie Kirk and many others. Here are some key highlights from the day. Due to the pandemic, the crowd at this year's CPAC event is smaller than usual, but enthusiasm isn't lacking. The past few months have dealt a blow to many conservatives, but today, optimism for the future was abundant. A number of speakers laid out their plans for the future of the conservative movement.
And they want him to go away. Let me tell you this right now, Donald J. Trump ain't going anywhere.
And in keeping with this year's uncanceled theme, they made it clear that they will not back down and be silent.
Speaking of being canceled, the last 6 weeks, the radical left, their corporate allies, the liberal media have tried to cancel me, censor me, expel me, shut me down, stop me from representing the people of Missouri, stop me from representing you. And guess what? I'm here today. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not backing down. Not a chance.
Standing for the right things comes at a cost. You will be attacked, you will be smeared, and you may even be canceled by the major organs of the political left. Now, anyone can spout conservative rhetoric. We can sit around and have academic debates about conservative policy, and I'm not saying you don't do any of that. But the question is, when the Klieg lights get hot, when the left comes after you, will you stay strong or will you fold?
They encourage conservatives to stay true to their values and get involved in the community.
We need to get involved with our school boards. We need to get involved with our city councils. We need to make sure that the school board meeting on Monday is as packed as the football stadium on Friday night. And if we do that, we can make some real changes in our communities. And that's where it starts.
We, as conservatives, have more power than I think we realize. We have purchasing power, we have consumer power, and we must, in a variety of different ways, make sure our lawmakers do not take money from these corporations, push back against their pattern of actions, and be unafraid to entertain ideas to liberate the marketplace, empower real entrepreneurs, because the digital age is upon us. And if we do not have free speech or first freedoms, then we're all going to live in a country that is unrecognizable. And I believe if we do that and restore integrity in our elections, we're not just going to win a little, we're going to win big, and we're going to win for the next couple decades. Our best days are ahead.
And they had a message for big tech.
Mark Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey, a wave of lions is coming in 2022. We will not allow you to get away with what you've gotten away with anymore. You fight for the establishment, we fight for the people, so get ready because you are going to have the biggest fight on your hands that you two have ever had, and that goes for everybody else in big tech. Thank you, guys.
A number of speakers echoed former President Trump's message that despite what happened in November, they believe the best is yet to come. Over the next 3 days, more speakers are expected to lay out their plans for the future of the movement. Former President Donald Trump will speak on Sunday. So this America Uncanceled theme really sends a strong message that Republicans are at least unified over battling this cancel culture phenomena that we're seeing. And we know that unity is a huge deal for Republicans right now, especially because there are some concerns that there's been sort of a split or some breaking off within the party, especially after the Senate impeachment trial, when almost 20 Republicans from both the House and the Senate, I think it was 10 Republicans in the House and 7 in the Senate, voted against former President Trump. So I know many right now are concerned about that unity aspect of it. But some Congress people we spoke to today said actually the party's still very unified, especially on key issues such as immigration as well as, personal liberties. And they were also saying that they think that this cancel culture phenomena will actually bring the Republican Party more together and help them win back the House in 2022.
very painful in the House right now with Democrats in control and predatory scheduling. It's very chaotic. And so it's not even managed well, but I would say their radical agenda is waking Americans up. Those who thought they may have been in the middle are now choosing sides, and they're saying, look, we want freedom, and so we're going to have to vote Republican in 2022 to get them back.
Senator Mike Lee similarly says that cancel culture presents an issue that's beyond mere political parties. And Senator Lee tells us his speech here at CPAC was actually carefully crafted to avoid attacking the Democratic Party, so as to get the message across that cancel culture and imposing on personal liberties is not a political issue, it's an American issue.
Yes, because ultimately this doesn't really have to do with the color of our jerseys or whether it's an elephant or a donkey. It does, however, have to do with liberty. And I hope everyone will be on the side of liberty.
And another representative, Greg Stubbe from Florida, also says he feels a strong unity in his party to overcome progressive policies being pushed in the House and Senate.
We only have to take 5 seats back. Traditionally, the party in power of the opposite of the president that just got elected takes 30 seats back, and we only need to take 5 seats back. And in states like Florida and Texas, we're going to gain seats here in Florida, probably 1 or 2. And with redistricting, I think you're going to see an opportunity for Republicans to pick up a number of seats just here.
And speaking of 2022, so actually President Trump's senior advisor, Max Miller, announced today that he's going to be running for Congress in 2022. So, and Trump, of course, quickly endorsed him on that run. And we know, Max Miller is one of the, he'll actually be running to replace one of the House Republicans that voted to impeach President Trump. So we can see that Republicans here are really trying to make an effort to not only flip the majority in the House, but at the same time kind of weed out some of those Republicans that they deem as fence straddlers.